future might hold. We can't always be prepared for what might come, and that's scary. We don't know what might go wrong. We don't know what might go right. We're afraid of the unknown. In today's gospel, Jesus speaks to us one-on-one. He speaks candidly and honestly. He says, I have many things to tell you, but you can't bear them. He's saying that he has so much to give us, so many things prepared for us, but we're not ready for all of it yet. We can't know everything. And although it's scary, it makes life interesting. It makes life, without the unknown, there would be no drive, no determination. We wouldn't live every day like it was our last, because we would know what day is our last. In order for us to live to the fullest, we can't know everything. It has to be a mystery. When reading this, I think about a father telling his son, or a mother telling her daughter, I'll tell you when you're older. I'll tell you when you're more prepared, when you're ready for it. Because we can't always know what's coming. Because as we grow, we're ready for newer things. We must trust that the Lord will bring us what we need. He will bring it to us through the Holy Spirit, the completion of the Trinity, which we celebrate today on Trinity Sunday. He will guide us, but we have to have faith. Although she's not a Dominican, Mother Teresa has a quote that I love and I use all the time. God won't give us anything we can't handle. I just wish he didn't trust us so much. And it's true. God knows us better than we know ourselves. He knows our limitations. He knows our strengths and our weaknesses, even when we don't. He knows when to push us, when we will grow, what will develop. But we don't always know that. So we must trust in him. And right now, we are filled with the Spirit. We have been on this week-long trip. We have learned so many new things. We're brimming with the Dominican charism. We have learned so many new things. We've had so many new experiences. We are ready. We are filled. We are enthusiastic and passionate. We are ready to say yes. But what will happen in a couple of weeks when we go back and the pressures of life become real? What will happen when we start going back to work or going back to school? When all of these pressures make it harder and harder to say yes. Harder and harder to say, okay, I'll do something new. Instead, it's easier to say, all right, I'll do what I've done. Or no, maybe I won't go tonight. I'll stay home. Instead of saying yes to the unknown. Because it is scary. But in order for this conference to mean something to ourselves and to each other, we have to say yes. We have to have that faith in God and each other, that we must go forth and use all the things that we have learned this week. Like Dominic said, we must contemplate and share the fruits of contemplation. We must share what we learned this week. It's not just for us, it's for everyone. We have to share that and bring that to people that can't go on this conference. We must bring what Dominic told us, what we have learned this week, what we've experienced, the people we've met. We must bring them home with us. And to do that, we must not be afraid of the future, but we must listen. In the reading, he says, I have many things to tell you, but I will not tell you straight. It won't come in thunder and lightning. It may come in whispers or through other people. We have to be ready to hear him through any means necessary. There's another quote I love, and I learned it on this conference 4 years ago. If you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten. In order to get what you've never gotten, you must do what you've never done. That means that in order to receive these new things, in order to grow, we must be ready to do new things. And that's scary because we don't know the future. But we have this knowledge. We have been prepared. We have the Spirit to guide us, to bring this knowledge back with us to our homes, our colleges, our families, and to be able to say yes when we get back. Because we may not know the future, but we have the knowledge from this week, we have the connections we've made, and that makes us strong. And we don't do it alone. We go through, and now we have this new family. We have the Dominican family. Those we have met, those we are still to meet. We have the spirit of Dominicans past and present all around us. And believe me, it doesn't stop here. The Dominican family, especially to each of us, will expand as we go. And although we say goodbye for now, it's never really goodbye. We will meet again, and we bring each other with us. We have that connection, and we will bring that home. And even though you might not see them every day, you have the connection and you have the support. You can go to them, you can call them, you can email them. You can be with them, even though you're not with them. And that makes the future a little less scary. The Lord gives us the knowledge and skill. He gave us some of it this week. He'll keep giving it to us. And He'll give it to us as long as we are up for the challenge. As long as we are up for the challenge to learn. To trust in God, even when we don't know what the future holds. To use our skills and take a chance, because in the long run, that's what makes life worth it. 4 years ago, I came to this conference when it was held in Dominican College in Blauvelt. And by the grace of God, and through my friends that I have met, and the sisters that I have met, and the brothers and the fathers, I have been able to keep that charism. And it has been a great part of my life and will continue to be. And now, as a graduate, I look into the future and I smile, because even though I don't know what will happen, I am ready as I will be. I am ready to meet it with all that I have and all that I am. And so must we all do that. Those who are on the conference and those who aren't. We must all look into the future and be anxious, be nervous, but be excited to meet it with all we can.